Hello, my fellow and future investors. Today I have a special episode for you. Today we're going to turn $100 into $1 million. Yeah, you heard it. We're going to have 4 phases. We're going to start a challenge, and we are all going to turn $100 into $1 million. And as hard and crazy as it sounds, it's a little easier than you think. For a long time, we've all been told only millionaires belong in the stock market. You know, it's a sucker's bet. Why would you invest in a company you don't know and you don't work for, and this and that? And you know, it's kind of been keeping us away from actually being financially free for years and years and years. You know, the billionaires, they pay, you know, millions of dollars every year in advertising just to kind of keep that thought in our heads that, you know, not to invest. You know, it's not for us, it's for Wall Street. You know, it's for the suits, it's for the ties, it's for the tuxedos. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not. We as retail investors have more power than the big financial firms do. We can invest whenever we want. We don't have to worry about our shareholders telling us what to do. So we have a lot more freedom, and we can make a lot quicker reactions on our investments, to where sometimes they're locked up or they can't buy a SPAC until a merge goes through. You know, a lot of those big corporations, they couldn't get into CCIV until about $34, $35. I think the average price on NEO was about $35 as well. And you know, I was in NEO at 10 and I was in CCIV at 14, and I was a little late in my opinion, but it's definitely possible. And I think that this challenge can be accomplished, and I'm here to see it through, and I hope you're here to see it through with me, and I can't wait to see us both at the top. So I have a challenge for us. I have on the screen 19 really solid picks. I went over, I believe, 10 of these in my first 2 penny stock videos, and I have added a few more to this list. These are all really good picks. These, at the end of the year, if these aren't doubled minimum, I'd be surprised. Most of these have a chance, in my opinion, to go 10x, 20x, 30x. Yeah, I don't see any of these being losers. Short term, you'll see them go up, you'll see them go down. We already discussed that. That's natural. That's going to happen. But in the long term, these picks here are going to be very solid. They're going to make a lot of money. That's why I have them written here for you to take a look at. And I put the cost per share on here. You can divvy these up however you want. Put them in your portfolio however you want. You can start out with $100. We can do a part 1, 100 to 1,000 challenge, and then we could do a part 2, 1,000 to 10,000. You know, if you have it like that and you want to start out big and you want to put 1,000 into it, go ahead. If you want to put 10,000 into it, go ahead. These are all solid picks, and I wouldn't say I wouldn't be worried about, you know, how much money you put into them, to be honest. After you do your research, of course, and due diligence. Yeah, these are all good picks. If you want to hear, look them up. Like I said, there was 10 of them in my last video. Whatever ones were not covered in my last video, all you have to do is go to Ameritrade and look up the ticker symbol, and it will tell you, you know, everything about it. After you look up the ticker and you kind of see what it's about on Ameritrade, you go online, you put that same ticker symbol in and the company name, and you can start doing your research. You can go on the company's website. You can usually get into investor relations. It usually shows you their reports, financials, unless it's a SPAC and they're not out for the public to see. But all these ones here, you can usually see what's going on. These smaller companies, you can get in touch with somebody. I mean, you know, you hear rumors, oh, it's going out of business and that. You can just call them and ask, hey, how you doing? You going out of business? You know, how's things going? Because, you know, everything's kind of uncertain right now because of that virus. So, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty. But these are pretty solid companies. They are involved in EV, solar, space, Cann, you know what we call Cann over here, hydrogen, green energy, tech, Fintech, AI, robotics. They're all very logical, very disruptive, and intuitive stocks that are a must, in my opinion, to have in your portfolio if you're going to start this journey. These are not DiamondHand StockPicks recommendations. This is what DiamondHand StockPicks is going to do. So this is what I'm going to do. If you want to follow along, that's fine. This is not a recommendation or stock advice. All wins and losses will be because you invested your money after completing your own due diligence and research. So that means you're going to look these up and at least familiarize yourself with what you're going to be putting your money in. Because you're going to be an owner of these companies. Once you invest in these, you actually own these companies. So you will be an owner in these companies. So you don't want to just own something because someone told you to own something. You want to get in there and kind of take a look at them. It's Friday, so you have the whole weekend to sit here and investigate, do some research, some D&D on these things, and just figure them out. See where they're at, see how they make you feel. If one makes you feel uncomfortable, just cross it off, go to the next one. I like them all. So I'm invested in, I believe, all of these companies. So I'm not recommending anything that I'm not putting my own money into. I don't do that. Not that kind of guy. I won't tell you I like a company because someone told me to tell you that. That's not how I roll. I want us all like a family. I want us all to be rich together. I don't want to be partying on my private island, and all you try to come over and see me, you know what I mean? I want to island hop. I want you to have your own island too. I want us all to be rich. That's what it's all about. For our whole lives, we're told to work, retire when you're 65 years old, and then, what are you going to do with all your money? You spend your whole life making money, and then when you're older, you spend all that money paying for healthcare. It shouldn't be that way. We should be working, of course, we need money to invest. We should be working 10 or 20 years. But if you do it right, you shouldn't have to work more than 20 years, and you should be financially free to go do whatever you want, travel the world, have fun, whatever you get your kicks. You go fishing by the lake for the rest of your life, whatever makes you happy. Set up an art studio, do drawings, write a book. Like I said, whatever makes you happy. This is what we're doing this for. So we can, do the other things in life, not just stress and work and have little time for our families. This right here is going to let you have plenty of time to go do whatever you like, if you do it right. And that takes research, due diligence, look into these things. And it takes money. You have to invest. Whatever you put into it, you can't get more out of it than what you put into it. It's not how much money you have in the stock market. It's how long your money is in the stock market. You have to remember that. You can sit there and watch these things up and down, up and down, up and down. It's just going to make you, it's just going to make you sick. If you look back at your month or 3 months, you're going to watch a nice steady incline, in your portfolio, and that's what you want. You don't want anything going straight up or straight down. That's never good or healthy for stocks or for your portfolio. These stocks right here, these are all pretty solid stocks. If you had $100, I'd put $10 on 10 different stocks. That's $100. Or $20 on 5. If you only love 5 of these stocks, put $20 each on 5. Get that $100 invested. Let that $100 move up. You can stop at 500. If you see one stock outperform the rest, you can sell that one and invest in a couple new ones that are underperforming and wait to ride those up to the top. There's several ways to deal with this, and I will be doing a lot of updates. I have my Instagram going live every day. I'm on that every day, so I can get these things to you when they're peaking. I can get them to you when they're dipping, and I do an update every day on Instagram. So if you ever need any questions, you can always ask a question. You can DM me. You can go on Instagram. Whatever's easiest for you. I'm here to help you out through the whole process. Again, it's not financial advice. You're investing your own money, and you're picking your own stocks. I'm just here to help if you need it. I'm just that guy. I want everybody to be rich. That's just how I roll. All right. If you can't seem to pass up on any of them, and you only want to put in $100, you can put $5 on every one of them. There's only 19, so one your favorite you'd put 10 on. And you could do that. It's a little less chances. If they all do good, you're doing great. 10 I think would be a magical number. Although, like I did say, I'm invested in all these. I really believe in them. I think they're all good stocks. Sure, some might not go up as fast as others. Some might skyrocket. Some might go down and stay down for a long time and, give you some kind of weird feeling. But I'm telling you from experience, I've had stocks sit down really low. A workhorse, for a matter of fact. I sat on that thing forever. I got it like $12. It went up to like 14 for, I don't know, like 3 months. And I just, I got tired of it. I said, oh man, I gotta get rid of this thing. I sold that stock, I think it was 2 weeks ago. It's $40 now. So it happens to the best of us. That one, I didn't know if they were going to get the contract, the USPS, but they ended up getting contracts, and they're doing really good. And they are going to be a good stock also, because they're more of the cheaper, affordable fleet truck. So Workhorse is going to be good. I didn't really have a big stake anyways. If I would have had 300 or 400 shares, I wouldn't have touched them. I think I only had like 60-something shares. It was kind of leftover money I had off of another stock that ran up 400%. I sold it, and then I reinvest into up-and-coming stocks. And once they get up there and they tap out, there's really no sense in keeping them, unless you're just not in a hurry. If you can hang on to these stocks for over a year, you're going to do great. Your 100 to 1,000 will probably be 100 to 5,000. Your 1,000 to 10,000 will probably be 1,000 to 15, 20,000. I can honestly say that all the picks I did last year, I ran 20,000 up to 80 in 2 months. So, that's a big increase. Solid picks, ride them to the top. I've a lot of days where I'd be down $8,000, but then, a week later I'm up 2. So, just like I said, don't stare at them every day. It'll make you sick. Maybe once a week or once a month. I know it's hard at first, but instead of staring at what you own, you need to start looking and researching into what you don't. And you always have the 3 or 4 on your watch list that are ready to hop in there. And if you start seeing these 3 or 4 that you found, they're gaining momentum, then you can always change out these stocks. You can sell anything. You own them, so you can do whatever you want with them. If you're going to start with $1,000, I'd put $100 on 10 different stocks. That'd be a solid bet. That would be solid. If you only like 5 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, whatever, you can split up however you want. If you love 5, put 200 on 5. You're going to get bigger, quicker gains if those ones are hitting. I myself like the 10 stock pick because it just sucks when you invest in 5 stocks and that 6th or 7th one goes through the roof and oh man, I could have had that. You can't do that though. You got to kind of, like I say, you got to be emotionless. You can't let it tear you up, because there's always going to be another play. No matter, what comes and what goes, literally next week, there's going to be something that you're going to want to get into. So don't worry if you miss something, if something rifles up. I've seen it happen several times. And once you get to the point to where that doesn't bother you, and you sell a stock, you bought for $30 for $100, and you made, 300% profit on that, you made 70 off of 30, and that goes up to $150, and you don't get mad because you already tripled up your money, or doubled up your money rather. That's when you're getting good at this. All right, that's when you're getting seasoned. That's where you ultimately want to be. You don't want to be getting upset for ups and downs. You don't want to get upset for making any kind of wins. No matter what, a win is a win. You always have to remember that. You buy a stock for $50, you sell it for $55. You did not lose. If that stock drops down to 30, I just forget about it. I don't even look at it. A lot of people say put a stop loss, sell everything. If I put a stop loss, I'd be in debt. That's just, for some reason, how my stocks play out. I don't look at them. When it drops down, I average down. I'll buy more. That's how I do it. TSNP, I bought it 30 cents. 2 days later, it dropped down to 11. I loaded the boat. I cashed in stocks, and man, I friggin' threw everything I had at it. Bought another 3,000 shares. And they just went up to $1.80 last week. So, you know what I mean? Can't get perturbed. You can't let that stuff bother you. Red days are like, holidays for me. Everything's on a discount. It's a great day to buy. That's the way you got to look at it. And green days, you just kick back and relax and just be happy. And you don't buy on green days. You don't go, oh my God, it's running to the top, I need more. Don't do that. Because usually after a really big green day, it's going to calm down a little bit. And that's when you want to buy. Never chase them up. Always buy on the dip, sell on the rip. Like I said, you can break it up any way you want. I'm very bullish on all of these stocks. This is kind of the way that I've invested in my portfolio and have been investing in my portfolio. So this is kind of why I did this layout for you guys. That had a lot of people asking me, how would you do it? How would I start? Exactly, what would you do? So, I mean, here it is. We're starting with the penny stocks. You get $100 and you put it into 3 growth stocks. And, you buy 1 share of each 3 growth stocks. You're not gonna be making money. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start here. We're gonna go up to 1,000, 1 to 5, 5 to 10. And then we'll have our penny stocks on the sides, and then we can get into our growth stocks, our SPACs, all the good fun stuff, but it takes money to make money. So right now we're starting in the right place. That's why we're here. I will be updating my progress. I'll give you guys my buy and sell alerts on Instagram. I'll have updates in all my videos. We might not all get there at the same time because we will be, trading different stocks. I can't tell you exactly which ones to put in your portfolio. That's up to you. I will be getting a new TD Ameritrade account for this $1 million challenge because I want to ride this one to the top with you guys. I mean, I'd love to start over. I have 6, 7 different portfolios because I just enjoy it. I like starting from the bottom and building it up. I just think it's magical because you put that $100 in there and you get your 100 to 1,000. You get your 1,000 to 10,000. That's 2 steps. You get your 10,000 to 100,000, that's 3 steps. You get that 100,000 to $1 million, that's 4 steps, and you made $1 million off of $100. And you'll see it's totally possible, and it's pretty easy money, and no one's gonna be robbing you for it. You don't have to worry about hiding it. It's it's in the stock market, so it's a lot safer and easier than a lot of the ways that most people are out there getting money. Ubering, hustling, you doing your side hustle, working extra hours, all that stuff that's hard on you. This money making right here, like I said, if you don't stare at it every day, it's a lot easier, a lot safer, and you live a lot longer, and you make a lot more. Again, I just didn't want to make this one too long because you guys got some studying to do, so I want to get this posted up right away. I want you guys to get out there. I want you guys to study this. And I want you guys to start living this, breathing this, feeling this. I want this to become, part of your lifestyle. Every day I want you to do a little bit of just a little bit of searching, a little bit of researching, just kind of get invested right now and then maybe study up on options, maybe study up on puts and calls. You're not going to get into that yet. We need to build money first before we get into all that. So we're starting right here at step 1. And we're going to take this to the top, and I'm going to be here with you the whole time, and I'm going to enjoy the ride. My wife's in it already, some neighbors in it, I have several friends, several family members, all of them that doubted the whole stock market thing. Some started with $8, some started with $5. They're up in the thousands already. So it's really easy to make money if you're doing it right. And then again, don't stress on it. Learn how to enjoy the ride. That's what you want to do. You really want to be able to enjoy this because once you get into it, once you start learning about it, it's almost a blessing in disguise. It's really hard at first. It seems really difficult to get into, and like you'll never be able to do it, but you will. I have trust in you. I have faith in you, and I know for a fact that everyone here, everyone watching, can and will be a millionaire and financially free in their lives. You just got to keep at it, and it's definitely possible. You can all do it. Thank you again for joining me on this video. I hope to see you all at the top. And I'm going to go to your island. You better have me over too. I'll have you over to my island, but I like to island hop. I don't want to get all cramped up, on one island out there in the Bahamas. You guys better invite me over after you get up there. Remember to buy the dips, sell the rips, learn to enjoy the ride, and hold on tight with Diamond Hands.